Alright, thank you for watching, and please don't subscribe, is how I've ended all of my videos on, at least the main channel, since late 2022, whenever I did my YouTube channel reset, kind of. I don't know if it was a reset. I mean, okay, honestly, it probably was. What I did is, okay, I've been uploading content to that main channel for a long time, right? I started that channel when I was, um, when I was, oh God, was I 9? I might have been 9 years old. Yeah, February 2015. I was 9. And, I was uploading content like the day I started it, right? And that channel was kind of like my, like a document, kind of like what I was doing. And, well, I mean, I kind of treated it like a hub of every idea that, like, came across my head. And that led to a unsorted mishmash of sometimes edited scripted content, but other times it would be just the dumbest thing you've ever watched. Like there was a point where I was just literally like filming the view outside of my window and saying like Bill Wirtz quotes. Like I had this one video where I go, "Let's go to Africa and find love in the jungle," which is a quote from a Bill Wirtz video. And I point the camera outside of the window and I just start describing the view outside, saying that there's no love out there. I must have been like 11. But then other times there were like scripted videos that I tried to put some effort with. And you know, in late 2022 I had enough, right? I was tired of that being my YouTube channel. I wanted my main channel to have a more, not professional look, but I wanted to take it more seriously. So I rebooted the channel. I made a channel update, and then I unlisted all of those old bad videos because I wanted to start anew. And I have. There's a lot more scripted content in there. I need to do more scripted content, honestly. But there's more, like, higher production stuff that might mean something to someone. It definitely means something to me. I catch myself watching my own videos, like, all the time. And I tend to gravitate more towards those, like, scripted content because it's something that my brain was fascinated by and I wanted to write a script about, like the Bernie Musician analysis, which I need to reboot. But also the recent video where I reviewed every AVG video. Oh, that has been my favorite video to make in a long time. I find it super rewatchable. It's just 37 minutes of me yapping about my favorite YouTuber, who we'll talk about in the future. But yeah. But whenever I was doing that channel update, before I went to go record the channel update, I was figuring out like if I wanted to change up my outro, because I don't remember what my outro was before, but it was probably just some standard stuff. I think my super old outro was like "Ride the Rain to Victory," which was dumb. You could obviously tell a child came up with that line. But what I decided to do would be a kind of a reflection on my changing views about fame and popularity. So what I did is at the very end of that channel update, I said, "All right, thank you for watching, and please don't subscribe." And that's what I've been saying at the end of nearly all of my videos for 3 years. And you know, people always come up and they joke to me about it. They'll be like, "Oh, it's reverse psychology," and sometimes they'll even be like, "Everyone subscribe to Blue Rain just to mess with him." Or, you know, do you know how people will do something that you clearly like don't want as a joke? Because it's funny. They would say, "Everyone subscribe to Blue Rain because it doesn't want it." It's funny. But like I have gotten a couple like question marks about it. Like, is it actually reverse psychology? And I don't know how else to like to say that it is in fact not reverse psychology. I almost said it was. No, it's not. I don't know how to confirm it or to get people to believe when I say that it is not reverse psychology. I genuinely don't want you to subscribe. It's that is a genuine feeling because what do you know how like obviously I would assume you know this, but do you know how like the most popular people in the world, they always have cameras on them and you almost always know what they're doing 24/7. Like as soon as they step out of their house, they are bombarded with just reporters and cameras and just that kind of overwhelming thing. God, oh, that is terrifying. I cannot imagine having to live your life with that level of scrutiny. And, you know, every famous person does. It's terrifying. So, my outro being, thank you for watching and please don't subscribe, that's a reflection of that fear. Because, it's probably not going to happen, right? I'm probably not going to be like a world-conquering famous person. I kind of intentionally made steps in that regard. Like the music I make, especially nowadays, primarily centers around the My Little Pony fandom. That's not really like a world-shattering scene, or it's just like a little community that I make music for. I'm no Taylor Swift, I'm no Bruno Mars, I'm no Kendrick Lamar. I write music for that little area, and I think that's one way to mitigate my fear. Like, my music is never truly going to take off, and I want it that way. But also in the terms of being a YouTuber, like there are obviously some famous YouTubers, Mr. Beast, aside from all the controversy and everything surrounding his name that I'm not really gonna get into. Yeah, like news articles, and I bet he gets paparazzi. I'm just terrified of that. So when I started ending my videos with thank you for watching and please don't subscribe, it was a reflection of that fear. I don't want you to I don't want you to subscribe because I don't want to be popular, because I don't want to be forced to deal with all of the, honestly, daily struggles that extremely popular people have to deal with on a daily basis. And again, I'm probably never going to hit that mark anyway, but I have 2 channels with over 1,500 1,500 subscribers. Wait, no. Sorry. I don't. I have 2 YouTube channels with over 1,250 subscribers. And again, I know that's nothing, but like, it's still like it's still pretty big. Like I would have never expected to have like 500 subscribers, let alone 2 channels with 1,000. That would be the main channel and the reaction channel. I have the music channel, which is almost at like 700 subscribers. And then Start a Forever World, I don't know what happened, but something happened and Start a Forever World is almost at 100. So, and again, these are super, in the grand scheme of things, these are pretty small numbers, but they're still meaningful numbers. Like how many YouTubers now would have been like elated and ecstatic to get 100 subscribers? I was ecstatic when I got 30 subscribers on the main channel, to the point where I went out and bought sour candy in an attempt to do like a sour candy try not to laugh challenge as a celebration. Never did it. I just ate the sour candy. Never did that video. But at that time, 30 subscribers, that's a lot to you whenever you're starting out. And every popular YouTube channel once had 30 subscribers, and I bet a lot of them were elated when they saw that they reached that. And I was too, but that was before I figured out what I wanted my priorities to be when I was, making my channel. When I started, I wanted to be a YouTuber. That was what I wanted to be. When I rebooted my channel, I was many more things. I was a musician. I was a video editor. I was a gamer. I was a lot of things. So when I rebooted my channel, I wanted a new outro, and I said, please don't subscribe. Because I genuinely don't want you to. It's not reverse psychology. I don't want you to subscribe. It's why I'm so, like, shocked and surprised at how much recognition I've gotten. Like, in the Brony music scene, especially, like, I'm so shocked at, like, people who are fans of my music, who, like, made fan art because they were fans of my performances for various online My Little Pony fandom events. Because, you know, it's never really something that I wanted to be popular, to be this figure that, you know, people hear the name and go, oh, that guy, he made that. It's not something I wanted, but whenever it does happen, I'm so incredibly shocked and grateful that it did. Because I explicitly told you that that isn't what I wanted, but they did it anyway. And, you know, this isn't to, like, diss the people who do, end up following me and subscribing to me and want to see what I do next. I'm not dissing them. Like, this isn't their fault. If anything, it's my fault for putting out content out there that they enjoy, that they want to stay updated on, that they want to see new stuff from the creator who made it. If anything, it's my fault. But please, you know, please don't subscribe. I tell you not to. It's why I'm so grateful and shocked that people did. It's why I constantly thank my community, like something that I can genuinely call a community that I have built around my artwork, around my work, around my music. And, you know, it's why I thank everyone in my Discord server, which, by the way, there's a link below if you feel like joining. You don't have to. Again, you don't have to. I'm not forcing you. I'm just saying, I have a Discord server. But yeah, it's why I'm so shocked. It's why I'm so surprised. And you know, I know about reverse psychology. You know, if you tell somebody not to do something, 9 times out of 10, they're most likely going to do it, if they haven't learned at least. I get that. I understand that concept. But it's genuinely not. Because how else can I tell someone to not, that I don't want them to subscribe? But, like, how can I dance around that? You know? So I said it bluntly. Thank you for watching my content, and don't subscribe. I don't know how else to say it. I don't know how to put it into a shorter phrase than that. Thank you for watching my content. Please don't subscribe. And, you know, I feel like some people are going to paint that as, like, a pretentious thing to do. You know, like, oh, look at this guy. He's telling his viewers to not subscribe, even though he's clearly making content for somebody who's gonna watch. If they don't subscribe, they're not gonna come back. But I'm like, that's the point. Like, if you find my content in the algorithm, or if you search for something and found it, cool. Thank you for watching my video. Thank you for listening to my music. Don't subscribe. I don't know what else to tell you. It's not what I want. I don't want to be popular. I like being underrated. And I think the biggest reason that I love being underrated is because I get to have that stronger connection to people who label themselves fans of my work. You know, there's only about 137 people in that Discord server. You know, not all of them are active, but the ones that are active, I know. I know them. I talk to them. I know what they're about. I know like how they talk. I know if they join VCs or not. I know if they're fun to talk to. I know if they're good to hear stories from. I know if they ask me a lot of questions. I know if they are a budding musician and want some advice. You know, and I'm not the greatest musician producer in the world, but I know a few things. I can help you out. And I fear that the more recognition and the more popularity that I get, the more subscribers and viewers and listeners of my music that I have, that's going to deteriorate. And I'm so scared of that because I love my community. My community got me here. My community saw something in me and gave me this chance to do this. Granted, I don't do it for a living. I have a regular job that I hate. But it's so strange but gratifying and validating, honestly, to have a group of people that like my work, that like my art, my like music, that like my music. But you know, I never wanted them to subscribe. I never wanted them to say, or I never held up a gun to their head and said, "Hey, subscribe to me now." I never really cared for that. And over time, I had to grow to accept that there's nothing that I can say that is going to, like, change a fan's mind, right? You know, unless I start making garbage, in which case, just take me off the internet. Like, but, there's nothing that is going to change a fan's mind if they see your content and, you know, want to follow you. There's nothing that can change that. They're going to follow you and they're going to subscribe to you no matter what, and that's something I had to accept. But at the end of all of my videos, I still say, please don't subscribe. Not because it's reverse psychology, not because I want to be viewed as pretentious or because I am pretentious. It's just, there's no other way for me to say my feelings about popularity, about fame. There's no other way I can tell people that I don't want to be popular, I want to remain underrated, than at the end of all of my videos saying, "All right, thank you for watching, and please don't subscribe." My name is Blue Rain. I think you should start a Forever World.